Hi, my name is Tatiana Takaeva, and I would like to welcome you to Artitube San Francisco, located at 111 Potrero Avenue. And I would like to introduce myself. I'm from St. Petersburg, Russia, graduated from University of Architecture and Construction in 1995. So design industry was introduced 18 years ago. Since then I started to go to all Milan trade shows and totally fall in love with the industry. I was involved in remodeling a bunch of properties in Russia, Spain, European properties. The idea of Artitube was created like a result of love to design industry and to great connections to European manufacturers, to designers, and to people who own the business. And the Artitube is like a canvas, so it's totally reflected my vision.
Chachiana is very amazing, and it's been fun to work with her. I always like to compare her to Gertrude Stein. If you know who Gertrude Stein was, she was a very famous American poet that lived in France, in Paris in the 1920s. And she had this incredible influence on the intelligentsia and the artists and the creative people of that era. So watching Tatiana come to San Francisco and open Artitube, she's had this incredible sort of dialogue between all of these artists, either here or around the world. It's pretty incredible, and I'm very lucky to know someone like this.
Before I arrived to America, I used to study in London and live in Spain and work on a number of projects in European housing, like interior designer. When I came to America, first I arrived to San Diego and spent 7 years of my life in La Jolla, where my 2 children were born. And I work on renovating of properties, so I renovate about 30 luxury houses in south of California.
I met Chachiana quite by accident. I'm an artist, and she's an art dealer. And I was had created a bunch of artwork, and I needed a new dealer, and I walked in and I thought, wow, my stuff looks great here. And I don't think she thought so. But later we sold some art right away, and she kind of learned to trust me.
I moved to the city of San Francisco 7 years ago with 2 of my children. I'm a city girl. La Jolla was never my place. It's a beautiful, wonderful place, nice environment, but it was missing that one beautiful city energy. San Francisco is a nice place for creative people. It's like a magnet for artists.
Tatiana, as an art curator, has been very interesting in that she, obviously works with Russian artists, and she's Russian, but she works with artists from all over the world. So as I've known her work at Artitube as a curator, she's worked with artists that were born in Asia, artists that were born in Central America, artists that were born in West Africa or East Africa or anywhere in Europe or the United States. So she has a really strong sense of working with the entire planet when it comes to art, and it's really commendable to see that.
At Artitube, we are representing European manufacturers like Artifor, Edra, Cicuti, Collisioni, Montes, Classicon, Baltempi, and others, many others. We are representing artists around the world. I like to do international shows and bring artists from another areas, like do some Russian events, represent some Jewish artists. I like to place art openings, more like cultures concept. So we make a nice party, we invite beautiful crowd, we just make it upscale. The furniture we have at Artitube, it's not just a furniture, it's more artwork. And it's represented in the biggest museum in the world, like MoMA, Pompidou, Triennale. So you can see Favela chair by Campana Brothers, top designers in the world at this time.
That is called a Hope Light, and it is from Luceplan in Milan, Italy. And those are polycarbonate Fresnel lenses. It comes in a variety of sizes. Really remarkable chandelier.
The Artitube's most loving piece of design work. Ribbon chair by Pierre Plin. Iconic piece. It was designed in 1968. Never been copied, impossible to copy. It's my favorite chair. It's just beautiful, smiling, strong. and the most comfortable chair in the world was to try. Please come to Artitube to sit on it. It's a masterpiece by Valery Yershov, one of the Russian artists we are representing in Artitube.
Sugar and Spice is an oil. It's from 1995, and it's a recreation of a room at the Prado Museum in Spain. And the woman with the whip is not there in the museum, and the monkeys are not there in the museum. But all of these pieces, the sculptures, the paintings, you can see the wainscoting and the flooring, all of that is as it appears in the museum, except for this one, which Yershov just made up because he's brilliant and had fun. In New York this year, the Armory Art Show had its 100-year anniversary, and Tatiana went to New York to work with a group called the Russian Art Pavilion. And they did an amazing presentation of a fine art chair painted by Valery Yershov that attracted quite a large amount of attention there. It was very interesting. And that event, the Russian Art Pavilion, is going to go on tour, and it'll be here in San Francisco in May. And there's an opening on May 17th in San Francisco at Artitube at 111 Potrero Avenue.
Artitube is lifestyle for design and art lovers. Okay, what we're doing for next event?
We still have to get some printing off.
Okay.
We have time for the deadline.
Okay, so we should work on this today.
So we're looking for wine donations again. Did you have anything in mind?
We can have vodka and caviar.
Vodka and caviar. All right.
Watch out, the Russians are coming.
In San Francisco, there's an honor called the Man and Woman of the Year, and this year in 2013, Tatiana has been nominated for Woman of the Year. And basically every spring, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society has a series of fundraiser benefits, and it galvanizes the society here in San Francisco to come together to raise money for this great cause. And it's a tremendous organization. They've spent almost $1 billion on cancer research in the last half century. So for Chachiana to be nominated for Woman of the Year here in San Francisco in 2013 is quite an honor. With the 2013 Leukemia and Lymphoma Society organization fundraiser, there are some important things to consider.
We are looking for corporate and private donors. It's 100% tax deductible, direct donation. Please help to the charity.
The LLS is an amazing organization. They've been together since 1949, and they have spent nearly $1 billion on cancer research.
They increase cancer surviving from 10% to 90% for less than years.
April 24th at Artitube, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society fundraiser benefit for Women of the Year will be held here at Artitube. That's 111 Potrero, 6 to 9 p.m. Again, April 24th. Information at artitube.com.
Leave your heart in San Francisco at Artitube.